Good afternoon, friends. I'm Nancy Thompson with Create with Nancy, and it's time for some creative ink. It's time for you to get creative, or for me to get creative, to inspire you so you can share all these beautiful creations with others and make the world a kinder place. So come on in, say hello to me. If you're new to my channel, I want to welcome you. Let me know where you're from, where you're joining in from, and what you think of today's project. Today we are back to card sketches, all right? Because I talked about my card sketch journal last week, and I wanted to share with you how we're going to use this journal so it makes your creating so much easier. If you love card sketches, you're going to love this journal, and you can purchase it on Amazon, okay? Afterwards, I'm going to put the link in the video description. So you will have a direct link, okay? All right, so let's get started. Hello, Colleen. It's been snowy here today and cold. So let's hope we get through this snow period a little bit quicker, okay? I'm ready for spring, but not ready for the calendar to move on ahead. I have a lot to do yet this year. Okay, let's get started. So I want to remind you about product of the month. And I forgot to print off what this month's product of the month is. Stampin' Up! Just released another new product of the month yesterday. It's Islands, it's designer paper, and I think it's got the word island in it, okay? But you can see that in the online store, all right? When you reach a $75 order limit, you can add on the product of the month for $5. This was the December one. January was a stamp set, and now February is another package of 12 by 12 designer paper. Next time I will make sure I get one printed off, and it will be in my newsletter too. So make sure you go subscribe if you haven't already. And my lighting is just atrocious today because it's dark, it's dreary out yet. I miss the sunshine. So let's see. So you can subscribe to my newsletter, and I will be having more information in there. It's not quite ready yet, okay? So if you've already subscribed, you don't need to subscribe again. And Stampin' Up! Just started a new join offer special, February 3rd to March 2nd, where when you take advantage of the starter kit for $125, for $99, you can choose $125 in product plus free shipping. And Stampin' Up! Is going to add this Stampin' Positioner automatically in your kit. It will be a free little add-on bonus this month, okay? And bonus days was last month. Now this month, it's time to spend those coupons. So if you have a $5 coupon, you want to spend it before the end of the month. So February 28th is the last day to use your bonus coupons, or they go away, okay? And starting February 3rd, right? When does March 3rd is the March online exclusives start. And we are going to use something out of the March online exclusives for today. We're going to use the Homemade Sweetness suite, and it's absolutely fabulous. If you love making jam for others, it's a great way to make some cute little tags to add to your jars and so on. And I'll show you the paper. But here's a little sneak peek. If you signed up for my Crafters Tea retreat next week, here's a little sneak peek of what's going to be one of our favors, okay? It's not quite finished yet. There are, if you are a last minute Nelly, I do have a couple spots open on Friday. So you can message me if you want to be a last minute Nelly and come and attend. Okay, so here's the Homemade Sweetness designer paper. There's one sheet that I've used up. It's the larger jam jars that are in this suite, okay? I have fussy cut them all. So I fussy cut 2 pages of those jam jars. But here are one side of the papers, okay? I love this one with all the, I mean, these could be fussy cut too to add on to your, to put inside your jam jars. And then here's the back side. And look at these sweet little ladybugs on the back side of this. So we've got some hearts here. These are upside down, a check pattern, just a plain basic kind kind of mimics like jam, like jelly in there, and then some note paper. Okay, and you know, I don't know what's on the back side. We'll look at the, so I have been fussy cutting all kinds of images. What's on the back side? The back side is a strawberry slush. So we've got some lemon curd, we've got some peach jam, and it's got the cute little honey bears in it. Let's see what else are in here. Strawberry preserves, and blueberry jam. Okay, I think these are on the larger one here, and cherry. So cute, cute, cute. We're gonna add a few of these, and of course I've been fussy cutting all the little ones as well. They don't take long to do, but let's look at the other things in this suite. Okay, hi Shirley, welcome. There's an embossing folder called Ladybug Picnic right there. So it has all these embossed ladybugs with some kind of like, I don't know, maybe they're daisies or some type of asterisks or something. And there's some embellishments here. These are called strawberries and dots. We got little foam. They're foamy. We're going to use some of those today as well on our project. Okay. And I've started labeling my stuff so I can remember where it's from. And then also in this suite is this Misty Moonlight, what do we want to call it? Checkered trim. So it kind of is got that checkered look to it. It's sweet. It ties nice too. I mean, it ties a little thick, so it is kind of thick ribbon. But I mean, not super thick. It's still pliable. Okay, so we're also going to be using the stylish shapes on our card because we're doing a card sketch today. So simple and easy, and I love this sketch. We're going to put it in our journal today. And then here is the bundle, the Filled with Sweetness bundle. So we have a really large jam jar here, and these are all true to size, okay? So you can actually see the jar. Let's just look at the stamp set, okay? So it is pretty large. I don't know if this will help or not. It's large. There's words in there. This is kind of like for your top. We got a big strawberry, some blueberries, and some more words and a heart, okay? And then there's our dies that we'll cut out. Now the dies, I haven't played around with the jar yet. It's meant to kind of like fold. This is the jar die right here, and it's got a really fun top to it, and this is kind of like for your lid. We've got a spoon end right here, so you can kind of stick that into your jar. We've got a ribbon, and this also is meant to like accent the trim on your jar lid as well. It could go like on here to kind of make it look like ribbon. I guess that's what that would be like twine or ribbon or something, and then you could add a knot, a bow on there for your trim as well. Okay, and then we've got our strawberry die cut, and then we have blueberry die cuts, and then we got some fun tags here as well, and these can be kind of fun. All right, they're very versatile, so you could make these layered because there's all this stitching, so you could die cut two, one in white and one in a colored, and then layer it. Okay, you're just going to cut off the excess on the white, so your stitching just kind of shows. And I'll be sharing some more cards with these, but these are kind of fun labels right here to use. Okay, so that is our bundle for today. Hi Wendy and Betty. Yes, I'm staying warm because I've been inside today. And of course, I save all the little tidbits from that designer paper to accessorize the inside of my card, which I'll share with you. Okay, let's look at the card sketch journal. This is my card sketch journal that I talked about I think it was last week. And it's a place for me to start, and you hopefully to start keeping track of card sketches that you see. Maybe you see them in like the catalogs, or maybe you see other creators that you love it, and you don't have a tutorial for it. You can keep it all in one place so you can start building your own journal with notes. Okay, all right, so here's my page for today's journal. So there's a place where you can keep track of the creator. This is card sketch number 66 for me, the date that I'm making it, I also put in the video title. Now I wish I had a little bit more room, but you can move. There's lots of places here for notes, and I always label my video numbers, so you can kind of make it whatever you want. And then a place for measurements, supplies, and then this is where you're gonna do your sketching. The rectangle, so I added this like 3 times because my second edit, I didn't realize something must have messed up, but I made this specifically to be 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 inches, okay? And there's a little inspiration on the top of each page to kind of inspire you to get creating, okay? Today's is creativity flows best when you just start. So you just have to start. Look at a sketch. Hopefully this would be a place of inspiration for you. And you can easily find it on Amazon. All you got to do, you can just search if you're eager, card sketch journal for paper crafters, and it should pop right up in Amazon, okay? Just look for my cover, my logo, and you'll see it. And right now I'm offering an introductory price of $11.99 for the journal, okay? For like a month, and then I'm gonna increase the price because I want to get as many journals in as many hands as possible. Okay, so I guess let's start with our cardstock measurements. So our base is going to be 4 1/4 by 11 inches, okay? And up here you can use, you can make notes as to what suite you're using. You know, we're using the homemade sweetness suite, okay? Just make it your journal as to what information you need to be organized, okay? Hi, Joan, welcome. Okay, so we're gonna create, we're gonna have I abbreviate cardstock. Everybody knows what that stands for, right? CS stands for cardstock. I'm gonna do a cardstock mat that is, yes, what is it, Nancy? 3 7/8 by 5 1/8. Okay, so let's draw that on. This is our base. So let's draw a mat on. Okay, if you want to use get some colored pencils, whatever you want to do, that would be a good idea, huh? Maybe the next journal, I'll pull out some colored pencils, okay? If you want to use a ruler to have nice straight even lines, but this is a sketch, so I want to make it really simple. And then we're going to have some designer paper, so that's a DSP, and that's going to be 3 3/4 by 5 inches. And if you purchase a journal, I would love feedback on it. Go and leave me a review on what you think of it after you've used it for a couple of times, or you can private message me too. I would love feedback on whether you find this to be a useful tool. Okay, so we've got that, and then we're going to use a Stylish Shapes die, okay, circle die. We're going to use the 3-inch one, okay? And I don't know, supplies, we're using, what are we using? We're using strawberry slush cardstock, and this is one of my bad edits. I've moved the box in a little bit more too. So all this is kind of moved over. So you should have, this should be a bigger thing. I'm waiting for my other one to come. Hi, Jean, welcome. Okay, so we've got strawberry slush cardstock. We're also using Secret C cardstock. We're using basic white. We're using, so what else am I using? Let's see. We're also using the homemade sweet bundle. And white, I can't spell today, white twine. Okay, I think that's good. So let's add our designer paper layer. So it's like 1/8 of an inch. So I'm gonna just have a skinny little border here. Okay. I do this. And we're gonna do this. And then we have our circle. We're gonna do a circle. You're gonna see what we're gonna do to the circle, okay? And then we have our little tag here. All right, and we have a bow. Okay, this is going to be our greeting. This is DSP. And then if you want to, you can kind of go like this. You know, that's a layer. If you're using colored pencils, whatever you want, okay? All right, what do you think? Does that look like a sketch you can recreate? Okay, so let's make our card, okay? Maybe I'll just kind of keep that off to the side. So, as I said, we're using Strawberry Slush cardstock, and we're gonna, it's 4 1/4 by 11 inches, and it's scored at 5 1/2, so we're gonna burnish that. And then we have our Secret C. And we're going to use this side. I made another sample using this side, but it looks kind of busy. So I wanted to make a card using this side, okay? Hi, Carol. Oh, good. You just finished your Valentine card class. Good. So our designer paper, if I look at my sketch, is 3 3/4 by 5 inches. And our cardstock mat is 3 7/8 by 5 1/8. Okay. So we're going to simply adhere these two together, and let's do this. Here we go. All right, and then we've got that. Oh, that's right. So we're gonna take our trimmer, okay? And let me grab my trimmer. So this is the larger stylish shape right here. And so it's like a 3, I think it's a 3, I'm pretty sure it's a 3-inch circle. Yes, it's a 3-inch circle. And we're gonna cut a 1/2 inch off, okay? So I'm gonna go with the 1/2 inch that's on this side of the ruler. Let me move that up here. And I'm gonna just kind of, I mean, just approximately, it doesn't have to be perfect. And I'm gonna try to cut this off because I got gunk on it, I think from my cutting plate. And I'm just lining the edge up with 1/2 inch, and we're gonna just slice that off, okay? This is gonna give us a nice straight line on our card, okay? So I need to look at a sample here. All right, I'm good now. So we're gonna add this right onto here, okay? We're gonna make this flat. So let's add this onto here and just put it about there. I'm lining it up with the edge of the designer paper, okay? And then let me see here. I want to just zoom this in a little bit more. There we go. Maybe that's a little easier for you all. So this is garbage. So let's get rid of that. And we're going to, I think that's too much. So kind of let me know. What do you guys think? Should I go with the Strawberry Slush or the Misty Moonlight tag? Okay. Well, you're kind of thinking about that. I want to just kind of, I don't know how many, if you guys get like, see how dirty this block is? It's embarrassing, right? I don't know. I hate washing my blocks, but this is the way I love to do it. I just simply use my hand sanitizer and squirt some on here. I keep it right on my desk. Whoops, I got a little bit, I splashed some right there. And then I just kind of I find that the hand sanitizer versus using soap and water, it dissolves all that gunky glue. And I don't know where that all comes from all the time, but it just gets so gunky looking. And I want to be able to see my words or image. So I just rub it until I feel like that glue is gone. And then I just keep a microfiber cloth at my desk too and dry it right off. And then I have a nice, clean, and shiny block. All right. So let me know in the comments, what do you use? How do you wash your blocks? Okay. Lots of times I give them to my husband, which he does not relish at all doing. He hems and haws, but sometimes I'm like, okay, I really need help today. Okay, what do we want to use? I definitely think I want a strawberry slush. Maybe these two. Let's go with these two images. I think let's do that. We got strawberry and blueberry. All right, the Misty Moonlight, and we'll set those aside. And let's see. Okay, Wendy is saying strawberry slush. That was my thought too as well. So now I have a nice clean block to put my word on, my greeting on. Thank you. So I can see I'm going to use Secret Sea ink as well. And I cut this tag out from the bundle. And I mean, you could get away with just using that designer paper. But I love all the different tags in here. How did I want to stamp this? Okay. Yeah, let's go over here. I'm going to go to the left. There we go. Quick and easy. Simple thank you cards. I have some thank you notes to get out. Okay, so we've got that, and I'm going to just kind of, I've set that in place because I'm going to just kind of angle these a little bit. This one I'm going to put flat. I'm going to just lift that and give it a little tuck there. Okay, this one we're going to raise with some dimensionals somewheres. Got some on my desk here. So let's just add a couple dimensionals to this. All right, so what are you guys thinking? Is this going to be an easy sketch for you to recreate? I gotta finish getting ready for retreat next week. Otherwise, I would be making more cards to share with you all. Okay, we're gonna raise this up with some dimensionals as well. So let's add some dimensionals because I love this sketch. I could see this being an easy sketch to use time and time again. All you really need is a focal point, and some designer paper that you love. And using that designer paper will help you figure out what color cardstock to use, so on. Let me just see if this is straight. Okay, that looks good. Okay, what do you think? Isn't that sweet and easy? So let's dimensionalize this as well. Okay, let's do this. Let's do this. I'm going to put this on, make sure my fold's at the top. Put this up here. And then I've already tied a white twine bow from our Baker's Essentials. Let's grab some mini glue dots here. There we go. And I just always give it a little crease on my roll there too when I'm done, so I can find the next one easily. Trim off our tails. All right, and then let's pull in one of these. Okay, grab my take your pick tool, which is the best thing to pick up with. We're just going to put one right there. Okay, doesn't always need to have like 3 or whatever. Okay, so let's do the inside of our card. And I didn't do envelopes designer paper this time because I have used so much. I'm waiting for more to come. I've used so much paper that I don't know. I think we're going to do this on the inside versus that. So let's go with that. So let's add our strip of designer paper here. Okay. Here we go. Get it going the right way. That right along the edge. I'm a little short for some reason. Okay, and I guess which one do I want to put? That one or this one? I'm not sure. Let's see. We're going to go with Misty Moonlight. Just give it a little bit more contrast between with the Secret C mat there. Okay, so here's my scissors again. I got 2 pairs on my desk now. There we go. And we'll add some liquid glue here. Really does not take much. We'll do a mat, and let's do this. So hopefully, Jean, you're staying warm too. Jean's down in Arkansas. Hopefully it's sunny at least. And Carol, I hope you guys don't get any more cold weather. All right, what do you think? I think I like it with the fruit, the mixed fruit on the bottom. But let's add a little bit something more. So let's pull out our little scraps here and see, because these are just kind of fun to like put in the corner or wherever, you know, to just brighten it up. Even this one, you could still kind of mesh this, you know. You could just do some fussy cutting and just kind of make it fit in there, right? I think you could easily make that just a whole nother jar. Okay, so what do we want to add here? We've done that. I don't know. Let's just go with the one, I think. Okay, just do this one. Yeah, let's just do this one. And then I'll share with you the other samples that I have with all the different designer papers. There. Okay, so when my other package of paper arrives, I think later this week, because I only ordered 1 package off the bat. I can't wait for you all to be able to order it in March. Or sooner if you'd like to join our team. Okay, sunny here today. Oh, 72, you'll take it. Oh, that is wonderful, Carol. Okay, so here is, so which one do you guys like better? This is the other side of that. I just thought it was just too busy. Let me know what you think. Here's my top to my glue. Let's put that on so it doesn't dry out. Okay. Alrighty. So, do you like the fruit or the plain misty moonlight? You love the embellishments? Oh, Colleen, I love like doing the inside. Isn't that just sweet? I love doing that. Okay, so there's that one. And here I put like the little strawberries down here on that one right there with a misty moonlight embellishment on the inside. Here's the check plaid one, the gingham, I guess gingham plaid. And you can just have fun fussy cutting. You don't necessarily have to have the bundle, but I do love the tags that come with it. Here's the inside of that one. Okay, so too busy going. I know, that's what I thought, and I'm like, I really need to, so let's like out of here. This is what's going with the collection. So I've done 2 strawberry slush card bases. Here's the Secret C card bases. This is with Calypso Coral. Okay, we've got that, and look at the honey bear inside. So we've got that one. Here's the other Secret C card base. We've got the hearts background right here. Just a single little tiny strawberry there for embellishments. And I love this sweet little honey jar. And then there's the inside. Okay, now this is crushed curry card base. We've got honey and lemon curd. So with a strawberry slush check there. And then there's the inside. Okay, let's see. We're going to go with this. And then finally, here's this one. I like this one. I like the flowers in this with Granny Apple Green Matte and Crushed Curry card base. Okay, and then there's the inside of that one. So there we have it. Today's beautiful. You like the gingham? Yeah, I love this one too. I don't know. I think these 2 are my favorite right here. So yeah, I think it could be fun. It's just really fun, cute, summery type paper to be using. So I hope you have enjoyed today's cards, and don't forget to go check out, let's go on this side. Don't forget to go check out my card sketch journal for paper crafters, so you can kind of start keeping track of all your card sketches. This one will be in my newsletter at some point. I'm not sure where I'm at. I think I'm still a few behind. Okay, but there will be a newsletter going out in the next day or two for you all. So Friday, we're going to use this paper again, okay? And I have a really cute fun fold for you all, okay? You like the plain color on one side. Love what you did for the inside. Thanks, Betty. So stay warm, everybody. Yeah, stay warm, and we will see you all on Friday, hopefully on YouTube only, for some more Creative Ink. Until then, you can't order the paper, but you can order the cardstock that you need. Use up those bonus coupons, whatever, okay? There's new kit collections out. I'll have information in there. You can sign up for Paper Pumpkin if you're not a subscriber. Let's see, what else? I don't know. Oh, I almost forgot. Last Chance List was updated as well. So go check that out too. It's kind of like the wintry stuff. I think a lot of the online exclusives was in there, okay? So from like maybe November, December, or somewheres, okay? All right.